Moscow promised a rapid victory in Ukraine. 2 years later, the end of the fight does not appear. According to a Gallup survey published on Tuesday, the Russian people's belief in their armies fell, but still remained high. The U.S. interviewers said that Russia's inability to win Ukraine war rapidly, which was just expected to last only weeks, slightly narrowed confidence of Russia's country's army. According to Gallup, the failures in the battlefield encouraged discontent. After fighting in Ukraine for about 2 years, the war has increased for both Russian and Ukrainian armies since the beginning of February 2022. In September 2022, Moscow announced that a partial mobilization of 300,000 men created protests throughout the country. In 2023, he put forward plans to increase the size of the army by more than 30. 3 of 4 Russians interviewed by Gallup this summer said they trusted army at 80 measured at beginning of occupation. In this autumn, a single demographic group expressed less confidence in Russia's armed forces with young, old, rich and poor men, women. If people's confidence army continues to fall in 2024, this can create an even greater challenge for Russian leadership maintaining support of public opinion to conflict that he has not yet won. The protection of public morale is also a problem in Ukraine as the war passes. Why does trust in the Russian army fall? Gallup's survey found that the belief in the army was still solid and 3 out of every 4 adults trusted his military men. His research also revealed that despite confidence in the army, Russians' confidence in other institutions has increased. Faith, financial institutions and the judicial system rose to the police in 2023. And U.S. interviewers have reached record levels since they started to save data. Gallup Online. Many other state institutions in a period of significantly increased confidence. The army's tendency money is remarkable. They argued that the origin of the Russian belief in his armies can be in an increasing disconnection between the perceptions of Russia's political and military leadership. Between 2006 and 2018, Gallup said that confidence in army has approved the leaders of country or followed a similar way, regardless of not being approved. However, since 2018, voting shows that the belief in army has collapsed among those who have not approved Russia's leadership. This tendency continued in 2023, relying on army among those who left the country's leaders to lowest point since 2006. Failed Wagner Mutiny. President Vladimir Putin. Both military competence and leadership approval light of authority to put a role in this decline. He could play a role this decline. After an agreement between Putin and his leader Yevgeny Prigozhin, who was later killed in an plane crash, the Russian mercenary group marched to Moscow with a shock rebellion that was called later. In authoritarian regimes, polling can be difficult. The heart of